Okay, I think we should be good. Hold on a second. I have a couple of videos queued up in the background that I was listening to. Just because, helps keep my brain fresh. Hey, Cat Wizard. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope the day was restful and or productive for y'all. Yes, for me. Absolutely. Shoot. I forgot to send this email, I think. Excuse me a second while I scream. I may have forgotten to send this email, so I need to stop and double check and see if I did. It is past the business day, and I feel like a goofball. Okay, for teams. Okay. Okay, I did send the email, but then I forgot to send the response, so I'm doing that right now. But yeah, I'm doing generally okay, TM. So, yeah. Also, um, oh, Steam sale event. Can't do that. Okay, sorry, looking at something else, and I got distracted again. Brain turned off. Okay, let's just play fighting games. I was gonna talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. That's right. I got it. The game is good. I think I'm enjoying it so far. Um, Highly unlikely that there will ever be a point at which I play it on stream. There are certain games that I try to. There are certain games that I try to keep as. Thank you so much for the 9 months sub. Deeply appreciate it, Cat Wizard. Thank you for the thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Hi, Stevie. Yeah, I couldn't make up my mind between Street Fighter and KOF 15, so we're probably gonna do both. And then I guess maybe next Friday, I'm thinking about either Grand Blue or Under Night 2, because it's been a while since we played either of those, and I was able to get Grand Blue Rising as part of the Steam sale, which is convenient. So I have Grand Blue Rising, which got me pretty much all the DLC characters except the one most recently released, but I don't care about him, so it's fine. I was thinking about playing it today, but nah, maybe next week, or maybe Under Night 2 next week. Because Yuzuriha got like one nerf in Under Night 2, but also a couple of buffs that make things a little easier for me. And I'm very happy about that. So I am considering playing that next week. here. I was tempted to get Rising, but I wouldn't play it much. Yeah. I also know that, like, the thing of, and having played it a bit again, I'm reminded that Grand Blue Rising is. So when I say that it's a very particular game, I don't mean this in a bad way, obviously. I just mean that it is. You have to get used to a lot of sort of how their design philosophy is very much. How do I put it? Rising itself is a little more flexible than older versions of Grand Blue Versus, but it is a very big adjustment to make. With the way that Street Fighter 6 has turned out, I would say that there are aspects of it that are very Street Fighter-esque, but it is also in some aspects it's a more measured game, and in some aspects it's not. I think is the best way that I can put it. And if that sounds like that explains nothing, the simplest way I can put it is that, generally speaking, your universal mobility options in Grand Blue are kind of limited, and you have your normal chains and things are very restricted. But I don't mean that in a way that implies that you can't be flexible, but it's more like you have very situational sort of like moments to pop off, sort of. It's a little bit inflexible in that regard, but not in a bad way, just in like a very deliberately designed sort of way. It reminds me of a tamer version of a game called Koihime. I think the fighting game is Koihime Embu, if I remember correctly. And the thing with Koihime Embu in particular is that it is a very, initially, when you first start playing it, right, it is a very slow and very awkward game. And at first you're like, wow, this feels really stiff and really this and really that. And a lot of that is sort of by design. But then there are these very specific attacks. For each character, they're different. That have a property called Hogeki, where if you hit somebody with a Hogeki attack, you basically pop off and murder them. And I want to say that Grand Blue is kind of like a slightly less off-the-wall version of that game in certain aspects. It's basically the best way I should turn off counter hit, because counter hit is going to make me do some shit that's faked, and I'm going to think that these things combo when they don't. I should turn that off. Here? No, here. Come on. Max range is like here. And like... Okay, so it's like a little bit farther out than 5 MP, but not that much so. Right here. Okay. This is like... Oh, yeah, that's really far out. Like here definitely does, right? Here almost does. So the range is a little bit. Yeah, max range like here. Okay, so like a little farther out, but not that much more. So 5 MP will hit from like here. 5 MP. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Choose 5 HK, like probably here. Yeah. 1. And I have to stop and like actually lift up my lever from going backward. If I don't, I'll do this instead. Which, if you whip that at the wrong spot, that's like really bad. Yeah, 5 LPs here, like here, 5 LP like here. Yeah. They're about the same age, but 5 LPs probably a little farther. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1. Here, 4, 5. So the thing I'm doing, for anybody who is like new and who hasn't seen me do this before, I'm sort of just like reminding myself where the maximum range of my buttons are. This is sort of a very basic exercise that I picked up from a Reddit thread, which is now like an ebook called Geef's Gym, which talks about these sort of like some basic principles that the author learned in terms of like this is how I learned how to play Street Fighter V. And so certain things don't apply from that book for Street Fighter 6, but a lot of the fundamental things. And one of the things that's most important, especially with... Oh right, I forgot. We also get an exclamation point hype for the 9-month resub from Cat Wizard. I forgot to ask for that because she complimented me and my brain immediately turned off. Ha 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 ha.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
So yeah, right, the normals thing I was talking about. So the basic idea, right, is that 2, 3, 4, 5. With fighting games, right, there are 2 things that you want to consider in a fighting game, so this will not reach. Here, yes. So like 1, 2, 3. So in a fighting game, right, one of the major things that you sort of want to consider in a fighting game is like how far your buttons reach, right? And the reason for that is because, and this is the important thing, right? Because a lot of people spend a lot of time thinking, oh, right, well, if I can't land combos, then I'm bad at fighting games. And I have to learn how to do a combo first before I learn how to do anything else. And it's like, that doesn't work like that is what I want to say. Or the more complicated way of phrasing that is, it doesn't mean that you should not ever learn how to use combos. That's not what I'm saying. Especially as like a new player, I'm not saying don't learn combos ever, but your first combo, especially if you're like, I'm really, really fresh to fighting games and I don't know how to handle this, your first combo does not have to be this. This combo is relatively straightforward, but for someone who is just like learning the muscle memory for like actually, you know, getting that together, this is like, you have to get 3 hits with the right tempo and then do the command. And that can be a little difficult, right? So if you're like, I'm starting out playing a fighting game and this is my combo. Like, it's the only combo I know how to do. That's fine. Or like this, even. Right? There's no shame in that. If you're just playing a fighting game and it's like, the only thing I really know how to do is like stuff like this. Right? Like, those aren't real combos. People catch me in combos and they kill me all the time. And it's like, yeah, that's fair. But the thing about like learning longer combos, right? The thing about learning longer combos is that what happens, at least in my experience for a lot of people who focus on long combos too early, is that they start spending the match trying to... I have to think carefully how to phrase this. Because yes, you do want to be fishing for like big hits every now and again, right? In order to like catch people. But sometimes the thing you really want to do is just like disrupt somebody's rhythm. And you can't disrupt somebody's rhythm if you cannot accurately gauge, even if vaguely, where they're going to be standing versus where they're not, right? So, if I know, for example, that, like, my jab reaches out to, like, not here, but, like, not even here, right? But if I'm like, okay, I'm in the paint here, I happen to pop somebody with this, right? If I've been practicing and I know where that range is, I know, okay, in this range, I shouldn't be necessarily hitting these buttons unless I'm really sure this person is afraid, right? Up close, I want to be doing stuff like this. Right? In order to, like, pop them, scare them a little bit. Further out, like out here, like, okay, I can move forward a bit, pop them with that, see if they flinch, right? Step back a bit, pop them with that, see if they flinch, right? And that's why, at least for me, right, and to me, practicing your normals and understanding the range, and you're not going to get it immediately, right? And the trick is that when you're practicing your normals, you want to try to hit with the tip. Because when you're here, as long as the other person isn't pressing any buttons or blocking, anything will hit. But when you're out here, you have to measure differently what will hit versus what won't. What makes sense to throw out versus what doesn't, right? And so when you learn the maximum range of your buttons, or you practice that every now and again, that is one of, not the only, but one of the major tools for like helping you sort of like sort out, right, how close or how far you can be before for you to get away with certain stuff, right? And that's the important part. To go back to the combo thing I was saying before, right? Your goal is with a combo. A combo is a reward for basically managing not to get too screwed up in neutral. That's the whole thing, right? Like if you call out somebody doing a normal when they shouldn't be doing it, or if you block a move and then you punish them accordingly, right? That's what a combo is for. But if you spend too much time thinking about like, I gotta get this combo, well, let me phrase that differently. Like again, I said it's a more complicated thing. If your whole goal in a particular match is to, or if you're working on trying to use a combo in a specific situation and you want to practice that, then focusing in on doing that one combo is a valid option, right? Right? If you're like, okay, if your intention is to go into a match, you try to land this one combo in this one situation, and you're willing to accept that, like, you know, you're gonna get cooked while you try to do that, that's okay, right? But if you're like, but if your intention is to play a little more generally in whatever match that you're playing, right? Then you can't focus on like landing the combo to the exclusion of everything else. Ooh, almost had that. Yeah, that's fair. Mugenbu. Wenjin. Yep. They tried it. I respect it. Getting the jump out there was kind of lucky on my part. I will look at that. Ooh, yeah, it was good. So the fan impacted against me when I was doing my drive impact, which fair. And that's the dangerous thing about my fireball, right? Yep, that's fair. Ooh, that was close. So, because of the way my fans work, it's very easy for her to like bait you into jumping when you really shouldn't, and then you get hit by Ryu Engine. This should kill. Unless I did the wrong version of Ryu Engine and ate shit for it. Alright. I'm not dead yet, but this is gonna hurt. Woo! Also, my 4HK is a really good standing anti-air. It's a little slow because it's on a heavy button. Like, it's got 8 frames to start up, but if you can't like jump up to hit somebody out of the air in time, or if you can't do a Ryu Engine in time, 4HK keeps people honest. Very good for that. I need to use it more often than I do when people are jumping at me a bunch. It doesn't work all the time, as you can see, right? I don't know why the Akuma was playing like that, but it happens. So the thing about Akuma, right? I've said this on this channel before, but I think it's important to talk about. Akuma is, yeah, Whip City. Akuma is not a character that you can do that with a lot either. Not really. You shouldn't, is what I should say. Offensively, as you can see, like, he's a monster when he gets started, 100%. But, like, that's fair. This isn't gonna kill, but, well, it might actually, because, well, we'll see. Hold on. No, never mind. Okay, let me finish the thought I was saying, because this isn't relevant to why he just died there. Akuma is not a character that you can afford to whip with a lot. You shouldn't do that. And the reason why I say that is because of if you whip a lot as Akuma, and the person that you're playing against punishes you for it, you have literally 1,000 less health than the majority of the cast in this game. You literally, as an Akuma player, cannot afford to be whipping a bunch. You can't. Health is a resource too, right? And if your character literally has less health than the majority of the cast, you cannot afford to be putting your buttons out in situations where you're going to get your shit pushed in. You really can't, and you really shouldn't. So yeah, Akuma is an offensive powerhouse, and like a good Akuma player will basically mix you to hell and just stay on top of you and keep you pressured out and control space and a whole bunch of other really obnoxious things that he just does really well. But if you as an Akuma player allow people to either get in on you or or like cook you out with stuff like this, like I am this person, you die. Like, that's the thing. You don't have the health to wager. I want to point out that, like, for Street Fighter 6, this is especially relevant. One, because damage is relatively explosive in this game amongst the majority of the cast. For the most part, Mai is lower on that scale, relatively speaking, but like only just, right? But most importantly, I want to point out that unlike previous Street Fighter games where, generally speaking, right, a lot of like the femme characters end up having less total health generally, and then Akuma would have either the same as or less than them, depending on the game, or maybe a little higher. Every character in this game, aside from Honda, Zangief, Marisa, and Akuma, all have 10,000 health. Akuma has 9,000. Honda and Marisa both have 10,500. And Zangief has 11,000. So the health margins are a lot narrower in this game than they used to be. Oops. But Akuma still has the least out of everybody. So, like, Marisa that's like fully loaded for Bear that gets the right hit on Akuma will kill him in one hit. She does like a shit ton of damage. So nope, I tried to push that a little too hard. Yeah. So yeah, like Marisa is in that tier of like second highest health in the game, and then Zangief has like 11,000. So the thing is that while Akuma can like offensively overpower her in a lot of aspects, and make her life difficult in that sense, ooh, fair. I might be cooked. Nope. And this is why you don't give up until you see that KO. I literally magic pixel ass health. Look at that shit. And I still made it.
It's showtime! Face it straight!
Stay down.
Yeah, made it right over. Ooh. If I blocked that, I would have probably been at the distance to, Yeah, that's fair. Yep, I'm jumping too much. I'm probably dead. I didn't have enough health. If I hadn't gotten hit before, I would have had enough health to armor through that and take that back. Health is the resource. Yep, that's my fault. Okay, I'm jumping too much. There we go.
Final round! Trial or die!
Yeah, too close.
Stay down.
Yep. Fair.
Stay
Mhm.
down.
They should have gone for SA3. Oh, they had me mentally cornered anyway, but that's a situation where that Shinobi Bachi that they did, SA3, cash it out right there. That's the only thing that I think I would say. Like, this person has a pretty good sense of like how I want to approach and things like that, but they don't yeah, fair.
Get ready, fighters!
Yeah, they don't have quite that sense of like
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
yeah, they don't quite have that sense of like when you have the advantage and it's time to press for the kill to kill. They sort of have it, but like I'm thinking mostly about like the match that I lost, where I was just like, yeah, really and truly, you should have swung much harder and gone SA3 when you had that what's it called there? Because once you didn't do that, I was like, this is how I know. I was like, this is how I know that you don't have like that I will fucking murder you energy that you need sometimes with this game. Okay. I gotta be careful now because I don't really have drive meter. Too soon. And also I would have gotten hit by that. There we go. Yeah, don't got that dog in them? Nope, they don't.
Fighters!
Or at least they don't just... Ooh. Oh wait, I went past her because of the step. That's unfortunate. Alright.
Stay down.
Oh, that's fair. Yep, good though. So yeah, I now know that this Judy is very likely, if I'm careful, I can bait them into doing DP. I can bait them into doing wake up DPs. That and they like to slot, and they like to drive rush bullshit a lot, which means Huh? Yeah. That super is not invincible against projectiles. Gotta use sf6 for that if you're jury. Yep. So yeah. And the thing about Judy is that as a character, basically her drive rush is very, very frightening. Which more or less means that not against every jury player, but against a lot of jury players, the main thing that you do against the average one is mostly prepare for them to like do that, basically. It doesn't mean that all jury players are likely to do that. Fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's meaty. Alright, I need to be a little careful. Up a little less. That happens. Yeah, I should have kept pressing low. Basically, the only thing that would have got me really fucked up there was getting caught by a Super R1 while trying to pressure Ken, and I backed off a little bit too quickly. Yeah, shouldn't have done that there. Got me. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Went for a drive impact. I saw the startup of the paint. I can't say I threw it then, but I did a throw afterward and threw him out of the drive impact. I'd be lying if I said I predicted the DI. I didn't predict it. I did not predict the DI. I got lucky, and I managed to throw him right when he was about to DI. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
Up and over.
Yeah, so you saw how the Ken backed up a little bit. Deliberately was to make dive kick with and then punch me in the face. So that's the big thing with Musasabi no Mai. It's pretty good as a dive kick and it does move very quickly, but, and this is the thing that a lot of people who play characters with a dive kick, when they're first learning how to play the character, they start assuming, oh, all I gotta do is dive kick a bunch and it's fine, right? That will catch people who don't anti-air very well, but people who have an understanding of how to create that mental pressure that encourages you to think that you can get away with a dive kick, they'll do something about that every time. And as you start, it is by no means like a universal thing, but as you climb further up in the ranks, you find people who are better at that. And you'll notice that that's why I'm like neutral jumping a lot instead of like trying to dive kick. Because, see, he backed up and I got hit. But you notice also how this Ken is like backing up and not committing, right? This is where like knowing your ranges becomes important, because with people like this who don't like to fight, right? That's the kind of thing that they'll be fishing for. So that's why before I was like trying to be very careful about saying, oh, like you're not always going to be thinking about like, oh, that's fair. Good throw. Yeah, no, they got me. They got me cooked. And I admit it. I'm cooked. But like a lot of that funny crab-looking motion stuff, that Ken, very rare for a Ken player. Not that all Ken players are like this, but a lot of Ken players tend to lean very heavily on things like Dragon Lash and just kind of like spilling their spaghetti all over you aggressively in order to make sure that they get the win. And the thing about that kind of Ken player is that they overextend a lot and it's very easy to explode them. But Ken players who don't do that, they have a pretty good amount of staying power. Because if they keep a lid on that until about the right time to do it, then it is generally a lot harder to deal with them. I thought my mom was telling me what I missed. I got cooked by a Ken player. Okay, so this person is way too patient. I have to either make gambles on when I can get in over a Chosen or... Ooh, yeah, close. Yeah. No tools you have to use that one in a moment. Yeah. And sometimes you'll mess up and use the wrong one. Use the right tool at the wrong time or the wrong tool at the right time. And, you know. Oh, okay. Clever. They did the jump there to get around drive reversal. You should not be pushing normals aggressively against somebody if you're in burnout and they have DI, unless you're planning on trying to cancel the super to catch them doing that, because that's what happens in this game in particular. So super moves will break a drive impact, and if you're plus enough when you're attempting to hit somebody, then it's okay. Like, you'll make it. But like, there you go. Nope, you're not getting away. And I expect that you tried, but... Yeah, and so from what I read about Monster Hunter, my certainly about... Yeah, possibly. Alright, that's a plus. Ah, too much meter there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so that jump there that they just did was to get around the drive reversal. Cause, like, ooh, am I cooked? Nope, because they fucked up. They fucked that up. Getting OD Ryuembu into regular Ryuembu, it is a thing that works, but you have to have your timing really tight. Because otherwise, like, you'll drop it. Yeah, and Wilds itself is gonna last for like a hot minute, I think. I fucked up the punish. Yep, okay. Why didn't you do... It's my fault, but I really need more people. When you get the Shinobi Bachi confirmed, please do SA3 if you're in kill range. Please. I could have... If I wasn't fucking up, I could have snatched that round back, but I fucked it up. Like, I really need people to start doing that. It's killing me. Besides that, other than the opposition looking for that team cook. Yeah, I like Wilds from what I played of it. Actually, it's visibly not true. That's fair. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying this to say that, like... I'm not saying this to say, like, that people should be able to do this perfectly every single time. Like, sometimes you just get a hit and you're not thinking about it. I've been there. But also, like... Especially in this game, you can't afford to, leave shit on the table. Yep, fair. Alright. Why did you do that? Now you're dead. Yeah, like, the problem with Kachosen that close, when you don't have enough meter to DI back, is that if you're going to do it that close, assuming that you recover fast enough from even throwing like a charged one, you got to be ready to throw super afterward. Because I had the meter, I had the life. Of course I'm going to DI if I see you doing Kachosen, right? Like, the thing about Kachosen in particular is that while it is very good as like an Oki tool and a space control tool, at least in my experience, Mai's recovery is a little long on that, right? Mai's recovery is a little long on that. Oh yeah, it's Geef time. This could be bad. Because Mai's recovery is a little long on Kachosen, if you throw it at the wrong spacing, you will in fact get your shit pushed in very, very quickly. Yeah, that's fair. Gotta be careful. Yep, there we go. I'm not dead yet, but it's... So the thing about that flip kick, that kick that Zangief is doing, when he spaces it, it's not completely safe, but it's very difficult to punish. So, if the Zangief is spacing it correctly, the trick is to drive impact it, basically. I'm gonna keep doing this till they stop, and then I'm gonna have to figure out something new. Yeah, fair. Stop it! Stop! 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 If you keep doing that at this point, unless I'm not looking, I'm going to catch it. You gotta stop. And they probably will now. So, if you're wondering why I was like jumping a bunch during that, oh, that's unfortunate. That hurt. That hurt them. They got hurt by that because they hit me with the one and done. Yeah, Geef's team in this game is pretty good. But yeah, the reason why I was getting so jumpy near the end is because here's the thing with Zangief. His super art 3 and his critical art, if you do them raw, do the most damage in this game. Flat out. Period. End of discussion. Right? And they, basically speaking, both of them are throws, basically. However, they are fully invulnerable on startup. If the super flash for Zangief's super art 3 or critical art goes off, like he's doing the pose with his fingers up and everything, if you are in throw range and are not throw invo for whatever reason, you're already caught. You already got caught. You're fucked. It's just kind of the way it is. That's not safe. So once Zangief has enough meter for super art 3 or critical art, you basically spend a lot of time I'm not dead, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah. With Geef, basically you have to either be jumping or out of his range when that super flash goes off, or you eat immense shit. Yeah, literally, exactly. Like, just don't fucking get scooped. Just don't. It's like with Jamie, the whole fight with Jamie is do your best not to let him get to drink level. Do your best not to let him get to drink level 3, which is actually like a difficult proposition nowadays. It used to be a lot easier to stop him. Less so now, because this goofball thinks that they can get 2 drinks on me. Like, no, the shit doesn't recover that fast, dude. I'm sorry. I have to be careful about that. Like, you do not...
Stay down. Stay down. It's past your bedtime.
I meant to do either Shohisatsu or Kage no Mai. Either of those would have been able to... Stop doing that! There you go. Yes, now you get the drink. There you go.
Stay down. Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
I could have afforded to push that a little more and I would have killed. But that's fine. I got the mental pressure. Kind of impressive if you think about the gameplay and canon parallels the disrespect Jamie's drinking implies. So, the funny thing about it is that once Jamie is at drink level 4, him taking further drinks just boosts the funny thing is that Jamie, once he reaches drink level 4, drinking just refills his drive gauge. So it winds up being good for him to do that. But yeah. Got to keep it real. Yeah. I think that. Let's see. How's AI going? How is that going? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sean. Call me that. RSJ. I make games. I play games. Games make do basically. Today is supposed to be a double header between Street Fighter 6 and I didn't mean to do that. Today's supposed to be a double header of Street Fighter 6 and King of Fighters 15, but honestly, like, I'm feeling the groove really strong on this, so we may not play any I gotta go eat, so I sadly can't say I have fun in fighting. Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling the groove, so maybe not. Hey, Catwitch, it's Ed. Yeah. Okay, so Ed's whole thing, put it put it simply, Ed is like mid-range is sort of his thing. He can handle himself up close, but Ed's main thing is that like he mostly wants to be keeping you at mid-range primarily and asserting himself there because he's got like flicker jabs and a bunch of other stuff. He can get in and mix it up with you, but like generally speaking, mid-range is sort of his thing. Yeah, fair. So yeah. Okay, so this Ed doesn't seem to like to do EXDPs really, so... I think this more or less means that like if I get knockdowns, he is free. Because they don't seem to like to do a lot of like wake up DPs or anything like that. Okay, but they do like to try to do... Oh, I like the possible stuff. Okay. Okay, there we go. They did one. They did one. One. Okay, so... But that's good information to have. Wrong button. Okay. Okay. I see. That's annoying. Right as I figured it out, they hit me with the one and done. That's the real reason why one and done's annoying. I'll be real. Like, I've done it to people when I have to like go somewhere, so I can't say that I'm like completely innocent of it. But sometimes you just go, is it because I figured you out and you just don't want to run it back because you know you'll lose? Sometimes. That's like the toxic me does that sometimes in my head. Where I'm like, the only reason why you didn't run it back is because you know I figured you out. With that Ed specifically, they will throw the DP in an approach situation if they think that the gamble will win. That's specifically what I was starting to feel out after a minute. So basically it's one of those things where like, in that situation, if I'd been a little more patient, yeah, I'm dead now. Yeah, Marisa, if you remember how I was saying earlier about how, like, Marisa has, like, the second highest health in the game, it's also because, like, stuff like this, right? And, oh wait, and how I was like, yeah, Marisa, fully loaded for Bear, will absolutely fucking kill an Akuma if they fuck up and make a mistake and press a button when they're not supposed to. That's the kind of reason why. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, like Marisa's whole thing, especially if you let her establish her pressure is that you fuck up like 3 times and she's hit you twice and you've lost either most of your drive impact, either you've lost most of your drive gauge or you've lost most of your health, depending on the situation. You have to try really hard. It's very scary when she starts walking at you, but you have to like try very hard not to like knuckle under. But you also can't like block forever, because basically all that happens is she'll just literally eat your drive meter. She'll just literally eat your drive meter alive if you do nothing but block her. Damn it. If I'd gotten a Kage no Mai after their first knockdown, watch you get viewed, probably. Oop. Yep, and that's why you can't. You have to be like against that particular attack string that she does, where it's like the 1-2 punch. Don't bother drive impacting because either she can do EX Gladius, Gladius, and SA3, and I should be dead. Yeah, watch this, I'm dead. I had over 5,000 health, by the way. I had over 5,000 health, and Marisa touched me and killed me. So yeah, you remember how I was like, now I can go back to that point. You remember how I said before that if Akuma plays around too much and does some bullshit that he shouldn't be doing, then what happens is Marisa will put hands on you, especially as an Akuma player, and ruin your life. If you've taken 1 or 2 hits from Marisa as Akuma already, and then she has the resources and gets another hit on you, you're cooked. Like, you just die. Gotta be careful with DJ now. So the thing about DJ is that while he has that's fair. That's the thing about DJ. I know I made that seem like super easy, but the thing about DJ is that he has very long limbs, and his drive rush is very fast, and he has a lot of like feints and jukes, right? He's also primarily a charge character, so like trying to anti-air him, like the way that I like to think of it is that he's like a more mobile version of Guile in a lot of aspects. He also has a his drive impact reaches pretty far, and his drive rush is very fast. So like, now that said, and yeah, a guy who's like slightly less focused on zoning, yeah. Like, basically DJ can play a very good defensive game all the same, but like his main thing is mostly that he has more mobility than Guile does, and so the end result is that he spends a lot of time like poking you, using air slasher and stuff like that to check you, feinting, and mostly like using feints and stuff to like bait you into doing things that you shouldn't be doing. It's kind of his thing, right? But he can also play a he can still play a very strong defensive game. And otherwise, like, otherwise put you just in situations where you're just like, man, what the fuck is going on? But mostly the way that you deal with that is that, yeah, you saw that drive rush, right? Like, like I said, his drive rush is very fast, and his drive impact reaches very far. So the main thing is his main weakness, such as it is that his normals, if he's not careful about which ones he uses and how, his normals are extremely susceptible to getting drive impacted. He doesn't have a lot of cancelable normals in that sense. So in that case, right, if I drive impacted that earlier, I would have basically bonus shit up. But now I'm literally about to eat shit, basically. I'm not dead, but it's gonna hurt a lot. And he probably has like the slight advantage now and drop, yeah. So yeah, see? That's the DJ special basically. Like, he'll do a lot of stuff where he'll do a lot of stuff where he's like faking you out. And then it's like, oh, I've covered ground and like done this, right? But the main trade-off to that is that DJ without drive meter, he has a really bad time. I'm gonna... Ooh. Yeah, as you can see, right, like... Yeah. Trick you into reacting to Fireball when he's drive rushing you. Trick you into trying to like anti-air him out of like feint up kicks or whatever. Yeah. Like he kind of like just special and shit like that basically, right? But like I said, right? He is still very weak to getting drive impacted, all the same. If you know how to do it and when to do it. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I'm cooked. He's in my head. Yeah, so like the jukes, feint fireballs, all that other stuff is all cover for DJ to then be able to do like lol, drive rush lol, and then grab you, right? And granted, again, it doesn't mean that there are not answers to these things. But like,
Here comes a new challenger.
it doesn't mean that there are not answers to this thing, to the things that he does, but that you have to be more attentive to the specific habits of the DJ that you are fighting against. Is basically the best way I can describe it. You have to be very attentive to that. Not ideal. Yeah, I'm cooked. I could have done a super before the drive impact, I think. Even there. It's Shuri's Azula colors. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Yep, and that's why you don't want to do that. Against Yuri, if I reacted a little slow. I could have punished the grab attempt if I'd been a little more awake. This one's a little tricky. Because this Yuri pretty much has their ideal pressure game kind of on lock. And the part I'm struggling with now is like how to hold my space. There we go. Yeah, mostly I can't, it's a hard balancing act I'm sort of in the middle of right now, because like I don't, yeah, the pressure thing, the pressure they had on lock, and that's the part that I was worried about. Because the thing I was trying to stop myself from doing a lot of that was like mashing a bunch in spots where I shouldn't. Because that's what Jerry kind of like excels at. Is to catch you mashing where you shouldn't be. And because of how fast her drive rush is, it becomes very easy for her to just like lay pressure. And even her regular dash, if she doesn't want to drive rush, is also very fast. So to make those decisions very quickly is sort of what she thrives on, like forcing you to do. Where it's like, okay, can I do this, can I not? And they demonstrated and they were awake enough to at least give me reason to be like, I don't want to jump a lot, because otherwise I'm gonna get hit. And so that's why I'm trying to like play a more like catch sort of style, right? Remember, a lot of times people feel like if you're not pressing buttons, then you're losing, right? And it's not always like that. Because sometimes, right, like pressing a button, being too soon or too quick to press a button is the way that you get really fucked up really fast. This may not kill, but that's why I did it. Because that's the thing, right? It's always about psychological pressure. When it comes down to it, fighting games are about psychological pressure. And what I did there, even though that didn't kill, it put their drive gauge down to basically nothing, gave me space away from them, And when I throw one fan, if I throw it at the right timing, they have to wake up and block that or die, right? And if they block it, oh, now you're in burnout, which means that as long as if I can tap you after that and cancel to the special move, and you don't have a time for any kind of like block string gap, or I don't leave a gap in the block string, then you die, right? Oh, good overhead. Yep, there's sure you can. Pop up. Yep, overhead again. Remember what I told y'all? Like, Akuma cannot, like, you got it. And this Akuma isn't, like, swinging wild. But you notice how, even despite that, right? Like, this Akuma is not, like, out here, like, this Akuma is not out here trying to, like, swing heavy. And still, right? Should be dead. Yeah, now you're dead. You're cooked. 1,000 health makes a big difference. And this is why, right? Like, people who play Akuma, they play him because they like the overwhelming offense, and a lot of Akuma players are really good. Like, a lot of Akuma players are really good at, like, taking advantage, right? And in this game especially, like, Akuma's nasty. But the main thing is that... Ooh, that's fair. I shouldn't have done the drive rush there. If I was gonna do that, I should have just done a regular meaty because I was already close. Yep, there. Yeah, no, I'm cooked. Yeah, so now I'm playing a little bit too hard against it. I'm thinking too much. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I am assuming that too many things are coming when they're not, and I'm not capitalizing on yeah, whenever you see somebody do a drive rush, you should, generally speaking, you should not DI in response to that. Because they can just DI out of it. Unless they literally don't have any more meter. Unless they literally don't have any more drive gauge. Okay, I might be a little bit too scared, and that's causing problems now. I saw it coming and then didn't respond correctly. That's for the corner combo. Oh. Yeah, I started getting too scared near the end, and I didn't want to push. I didn't want to push nearly as much as I should have, and I wanted to push. I wanted to push very, 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 very hard on that, and then I started getting scared after a little while.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
I forgot to restart the queue. Yeah, we're just playing Street Fighter 6 for the rest of the night. I was thinking about playing KOF, but I'm too much in my bag with this right now.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Here comes a new
Okay, Ken
challenger.
player again. Alright. Yeah, we're just playing Street Fighter 6 for the rest of the night. Fuck it. Okay, so either I let this Ken get up to Diamond 4 or I stop his streams right here. So let's see which it is. I'm gonna try. It's a little tricky because, like,
Stay down.
Get ready, fighters.
you gotta see.
Or die.
How silly.
Coming in hot.
I can do that. Like, to be clear, when Ken does his combo kick special, you do have ways to bait drive impact with it, and this Ken wasn't doing them. So now they got fucked up on that. Don't do that. Yeah, so basically... Alright. Now I'm being a doofus and they're getting my shit rocked because I'm fucking around too much. Okay. Come on, Sean, stop being a dingus. Focus. Okay. Yeah, they'll be waiting for that now. forgot. I have to wait a little bit with the timing of that because my steps forward when she's really close. That would have been super embarrassing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay, no, I need to not. Stop doing that.
Ken wins.
Yeah. I got cooked because I was paying attention and it did that. Hey Miriam, how you doing? Ah. Smog, sure you can. I was thinking about playing KOF, but like the Street Fighter 6 brainworms might have me a little bit too strong tonight. Sure you can. Alright. I might still. It depends. Because I've got an hour left, so if I really wanted to, I could switch over to KOF if I felt like it. There we go. I was kind of hoping your KOF thing I've been feeding. I might still. I'm thinking about it now because I might be coming to like their end of like I might be coming to like the actual bare end of my actual efficacy in Street Fighter tonight. It depends on whether or not I keep letting this Ken like do silly shit that shouldn't work. Can't do that. There you go. You're finally starting to like actually do the stuff that like baits drive impact now instead of just being a clown. Damn it! Too slow. Should have done it earlier. Alright. Yeah, now I'm cooked. I'm not dead. But this is going to be very hard to come back from. Mostly because at this point now I'm like slowing down and like letting the Ken do some bullshit that I really shouldn't be letting him do. Yeah, no, the Ken's having a great time. I just need to like. I thought a Dragon Lash was coming. Okay, now they're doing it. Now they're actually paying attention and doing the Dragon Lash that you need to do to bait. Actually, like, they're not Dragon Lash to bait it. They're doing the Jinrai kick that they need to do in order to like actually bait out drive impacts now. They finally woke up and they're not doing bullshit that they shouldn't be doing. Nope. Cute. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What the Part of that was me. I was dropping a bunch of stuff, but also, what the fuck were they doing? Fuck it, let's play KOF. Yeah. Yeah, like imagine that. You do SA1 2 times in a row, thinking, oh, I'm gonna catch you this time. And to their credit, I did press a button like 2 times there. I meant to like turn one of those Ryu and lose into SA3, and I just fucked up the input. So that's a good sign that I should switch to KOF, actually. Because I'll keep getting stubborn and try to keep grinding out, and I shouldn't. So let's switch to KOF. I will take that as the time, as the cue to switch to KOF. let me take a sign when it's presented to me instead of being stubborn. I have a bad habit of doing that sometimes, where I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's like, no, now's a good time to switch. Because like the fact that I nearly got like clapped twice, off of all of that hilariously silly bullshit is telling me that that's a sign I need to switch. That's enough for that. Anyway, yeah, that Ken was doing Ken things for sure. So, alright. I'm going in cold, and it's fine.
Registration.
It's fine. Like I will warm up like a little bit, but I'm mostly warmed up. I'm just gonna have to like remember what the fuck I'm doing. I mostly remember what I'm doing. But odds are high that I'm going to try to at least do one
Stop this show.
there is a very good chance that I'm gonna fuck up and try to go for command throw with rock at least once during this entire night, and like a bit rusty too, but I play pretty simple characters. Yeah, like I play enough KOF 15 that I'm like relatively okay. It's just usually that like against people who have been like playing, I die a lot, which is, it makes sense, right? But
It's about to be a party up in here.
like case in point, I am super afraid of this Rio right now because I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is I'm going to get hit by JCD a lot and cry. But we gotta see how it goes.
Round one. Ready? Go!
Yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. Because the Rio is actually a little sloppy, but I'm sloppier and not capitalizing correctly. So this is gonna be funny. Okay. Yeah, no, that Rio is basic as fuck, actually. But we gotta see about the Orochi Chris and Orochi Yashiro. Once again, I apologize for getting Orochi Yashiro's meter potentiality incorrect the last time I fought one. I was talking some bullshit about, like, yeah, Orochi Yashiro doesn't get a lot from cashing out meter, and I was factually incorrect. So yeah, we gotta see how this Orochi Yashiro shakes out though. I should be dead now. Yeah, this should kill me. I should be cooked. We are roughly... No, I'm slightly ahead in meter potential now. But this now involves me, like, not fucking up most of the rest of this, which is going to be a little... Yeah, I need to be careful about that. Am I cooked? Yeah, I might be cooked. And this is the part I was worried about, because like Orochi Ashro basically puts like one hand on you and you're kind of fucked. Yeah, I'm cooked. So, the good thing is that I think mostly literally the only choke point now is Orochi Ashro, which means that like, the Chris is not that much to write home about, and the Rio is pretty straightforward. So I think I can make this work. I just have to, like, focus up. And, like, not fuck up a bunch. Because mostly, like, the Rio has not shown me anything super threatening yet. And so part of this is that I need to, like, remember to use my fucking 5 LK. So I can, like, actually... Welcome back. We got the Ken player, but afterward I was like, I'm fucking up enough that I was like, nah, I think we need to switch games. Cause like I was clowning. Nope. Yeah, now I'm cooked. So, this is my own fault for saying the Rio hasn't shown me anything impressive, followed by me letting them jump in on me like 5 billion times like a clown. Alright. That's fair. So yeah. So basically, if I don't fuck up against Orochi Chris, and I can walk in with Orochi. Yeah, and I don't know a lot about fighting against Orochi Chris, so that doesn't really help my case here. There's some matchups that you just almost never run into, and sometimes for some people that can be a little tricky to deal with. There we go. Alright, we're coming in even on meter. So now, mostly, I need to, I gotta check the short hops. If I can't check these short hops more often, I'm gonna run into trouble. Yeah, pretty much. That's the plan. Doing my best.
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble. Winner!
The one who scoops or something. Right, now I need to just like not fuck up against this Rio. Because basically speaking, I feel like if I can come in with at least a 2-character lead, I feel a lot more comfortable against Adarochi Yashiro. With the Rio, I need to check, I gotta check hops better, which means I need to jab more. Ooh, you tried it. You tried it. And if I pressed the button there, that DP, I might have gotten hit by Ryuko Rambu. I think, maybe. But I didn't, so kind of just ate shit there, unfortunately. I need to not do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But I'm thinking too hard. I'm thinking too hard. I'm thinking too hard. I can literally hear my brain like grinding away, going tick, 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 tick. I'm thinking too hard. And that's what slowed me up. Just gotta let it rip sometimes. Thinking too hard. I can feel it. Yeah. Okay. I gotta get the kill with like minimal meter spend basically. Or there we go. Okay, so I gotta keep my feet on the ground and check most of these hops from Miyashiro, and I should be okay. Again, easier said than done because like this man. Yeah, like Yasha's got buttons. And I keep fucking my punch. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Well, he doesn't have enough to cash out all the way, so I'm not super cooked. Ah, fuck. Yeah, nope, that was it. I choked. I choked at least twice trying to get the shoulder tackle conversion. If I hadn't fucked it up those 2 times, I probably could have made something work. But I dropped it like 2 times. Which is annoying. Okay, I'll do the room match. If, like, when somebody's immediate response is to, like, take down the room match like that, like, you gotta answer. Because then that's, like, that's the nod of, like, yo, you cooked. Let me see what you have when we have time to, like, actually sit down and do, like, a set. You gotta respect that. So we'll see if they play the same team or if they switch up.
Okay, select order.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Point Vice is not a bad call, really. Point Vice is, the thing about Point Vice is that you don't get to cash out your meter all at once, like super duper style, the way that like I prefer to play Vice. It's still workable, it's just that you have less meter to work with. And Vice's whole thing mostly is that because of the way that they set up her supers in this game in particular, right? She basically always gets max damage from them when doing like advanced cancels and stuff, because they're only cancelable on the last hit. Nope, gotta do that. Like, basically, this is how you have to play Vice when you don't have meter. A lot of, like, trying to make sure that you're pushing for mayhems and stuff like that in order to, like, capitalize on the fact that you don't have meter, because you need the hard knockdowns a lot more. You still need them even if you're playing, like, mid or anchor Vice, but then the main thing is that with more meter, especially with Vice, you have more options for, like... Yeah, it's too close. Ah. So that's the thing about Vice, really. Her main flaw, such as it is that if you're trying to get around projectiles, you either hop a lot or you commit to like EX splash or shit like that. It can be very difficult for her to like get in on somebody who has proper command of like the beam of projectiles and stuff. It's very difficult for her to deal with that. Because I'm a doofus, I've ruined my best chance. I can maybe make this run back, but I have to stop dropping shoulder tackle combos, basically. I gotta stop dropping those. So, I also don't get to fight against Chris very often, which doesn't help either. But like basically, unlike Orochi Chris, regular Chris specializes in like hit and run tactics. Orochi Chris is pretty good at things like pressuring with his fireball set, cracking you open with command throw, stuff like that. Regular Chris though is mostly like speed and hit and run tactics, and that's the part that's like really annoying to fight against with regular Chris. You have to deal a lot with like him doing a lot of like touch stuff in and out,
Ready?
and sort of trying to like press his advantage that way. Yeah. Ooh, that's fair. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The other thing that's hard to deal with, this is how point Vice makes it work, really. Because like even without meter, the main thing is that Vice on point still has really, really good normals. So if you're really good at like controlling that space with Vice's normals, a lot of like her really the ridiculous meter double potential that she has, you can work around not having that. That's fair. Ooh. Yeah, that's fair. So, the thing with King of Fighters 15 is that it introduced this new mechanic called an advanced strike, which is what hit me before and what I just hit Vice with. If you suspect that somebody's going to try to do a wake-up throw on you, or just try to command throw you in general or anything like that, if you have like yeah, I might get cooked. We have to see. Because basically I gotta deal with this, and then there's still that Orochi Ashuro. There we go. Got it.
May the best anchor win.
So they're coming in a meter ahead of me, though, so I need to be careful. We gotta see how this goes, basically. Yeah, I already fucked up. And they're gonna Neo Max. They're going to Climax cancel that, and I'm gonna get fucked up. Do it. Do it. You better do it. Yeah. I should be dead, I think, or close to it. Yeah.
Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner!
Yep. Orochi Yashiro things. Yeah. Basically, the moment that they got the quick max, and I stopped and I looked and I saw they had at least 2 meters left, I'm like, now I'm fucking cooked. It's done. Done deal. In the past, I was silly enough to say something like, "Oh yeah, Yashiro doesn't get that much value out of like cashing out meter, really. So it's not so bad." I was a fool. I was a clown. I misunderstood this grossly. Basically, the primary thing with Orochi Yashiro is mostly that I'll open up a room after this one. Because I gotta run the set with this person, and I have like half an hour before I should leave. So what are they waiting on?
Select order.
Okay, were they just trying to like psych me out into thinking that they weren't going to pick Orochi Yashiro as the last character?
Select stage. Nothing will stop this show. Round one.
Alright, let's see.
Ready, go!
Yeah, too close. So, in KOF, if you don't have the meter for an advanced strike, and you need to like figure out how to like check somebody doing throws, usually the best option is to like, especially on wake up, you want to stand a bit outside of their actual like range, like that. Yeah, the other unfortunate thing provides that when she uses Deicide, that arm snake grab, it does not do damage if it hits. So if you and Vice trade with a Deicide, you like the person who was attempting to hit her is the one that comes out on top, usually. Corner with you, child. Like, to the corner with you, child. Be gone. But yeah, this is why Rock is a pretty good point character. Because, by and large, Rock is... You get, like, 1 super meter, and Rock still does, like, a pretty penny chunk of damage. Whoops. I thought I was playing Street Fighter, and I put in the roll command instead of going. Whoops. I need to do the elbow first. Rock's dead. But I've got a 2-character lead, and Yashiro... I have a 2-character lead. It doesn't... I could still lose, to be clear. But, like, I have a 2-character lead. Yashiro only has... I've got full super meter, I think. But no, near 2. Um, yeah. I'm not dead. It's not. I'm not dead yet. It's gonna hurt. I don't know if Yashua gets an advance cancel out of this. Nope. Going.
The goddess of victory.
We made it work.
smiles upon the winner.
All right.
Winner.
Yeah. So basically, that's the thing, right? Orochi Yashiro, I think he has ways around projectiles, but I think the main weakness that he has, such as it is that he still does not have a very easy time getting around projectiles. You have to like negotiate it a little because he has a command. He has like a command leap that does take him high up for like BDs and shit, but you have to time that carefully. And if you don't time that carefully, or if you otherwise fuck up, you get caught out.
An exciting bout from round one.
We have like 27 seconds left on the clock, so I'm still in critical health, I think. Yeah.
Round two. Ready?
Alright, let's see. Oh, right. I forgot he could do that.
Both point characters.
I forgot that that is the thing that he could do. So now I'm going to be looking out for that, and it's a question of whether or not I fall for that again, or
Ready?
if they bait me out of it one time, and then I fuck up the response afterward. Not what I meant to do. There we go. That's okay.
This is match point for
Alright.
player two.
Either I fuck this up horribly, or we send this man home. It's one of those two. Let's go. Alright. Okay. And then pop, 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 pop. Pop. Yep. Thank you for the raid, Silver. Appreciate it. Hold on. Follows appreciated. Saved it. We saved it. We saved it. Holy shit. Alright. Thank you so much for the raid, Silver. Deeply appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. We keep our followers anonymous. Yeah. I got pulled into a room match with somebody after doing some ranked, and I'm gonna run a set with a member of the chat. Shermy Main, I keep her on one of the teams. Where's... No, hang on, where's the chat? Nah, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Hang on. Here, this. Greetings. I'll be going now. Greetings. Thanks for the fights. Nah, I'm out. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm out. Let's see. I was just wrapping up Monster Hunter on my end. A big black guild. Cool. Let me make sure that you actually get a shout out. But yeah, go follow Silver. Long time friend of the channel. I will probably be doing Punt after this game. After I'm done playing, I will probably wind up doing Monster Hunter with somebody. Room creation. That's a little too sweaty. Play for fun. Privacy settings. ID searchable. Alright. Rooms up, Miriam. Search number is 307-993. You gonna get Fatal Fury when it drops? Yeah. Would very much like to get City of the Wolves. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep the same team. I don't feel like trying to relearn how to play King, Point King. I might get on that. Really enjoyed the play. Yeah. Yeah. The general feel of it is really nice. I know a lot of people make jokes about how, like, Mid Clark. Okay, I see you. That's fair. I just have to stop being a coward. I'm gonna have to suck it up. Imada! I hate rolling Fatal so much. And you picked it. And you picked his fucking catch title as your title. That's evil. Basically, for anybody who doesn't know, the reason why I like have issues with Clark is not. It's a psychological thing. It's the simplest way to put it. Like for me, it's like a psychological thing as far as like Clark is concerned, because he is. Once Clark puts you in the blender, you have to fight very hard to get out. And it becomes one of those things where, like, nope. If Miriam gets to do it to me, you'll see exactly what I mean. If she gets going, I will be fucking cooked. But basically, the whole thing is that like Clark, while he does not do a lot of like cash out with meter, he's very meter efficient, and he basically just kind of like thrives on putting you into like a bunch of insets a bunch of times. Yeah. All right, that was good. So let's see. The thing is that now Miriam knows most of what my like Orochi Shermie strategies are, but yep. Yep, that's an overhead. Yep. Yeah, well, pretty more or less. She was also watching me play, so she knows most of it, so she has the advantage there. But that's... Oof! I've defeated the evil of the rolling cradle once. No, no. Uh. Damn it. I messed up that combo and I still managed to make it. So, to explain what it is with Clark, one of his commandos is armor. Heavy Argentine basically is armor, yes, as far as that goes. Oh, damn it. Almost had to punish. Yeah, cooked. That's fair. Okay. So this is where this gets a little hard for me now, because, like I said, Vice has to commit really hard to like get past or over projectiles, and this is also like getting hit by a burn knuckle, you know. Oh no. Fuck! I dropped it. I dropped it! If I hadn't dropped the fucking shoulder tackle, I could have gotten the kill! Ah, it's sort of my It's fine. It's on. Yeah. So, like, Power Wave is really good at keeping Vice locked down. She has an easier time than she does with other projectiles against Power Wave, because Power Wave is ground-based. So, without having to use OD Splash, she can still go over it. But, you know, the most dangerous thing about projectile is space control, right? So... Alright, Rio's parry works on projectiles. If Rio has a parry, and it does in fact work on projectiles. No, damn it! Go at least once there. The only thing that's hard about throwing in this game is that because it's you have to be really deliberate about the throw input. It's very easy to mess it up if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Ah, fuck! Yeah, that was armored anyway. I should be cooked now. Even though Clark gets like shit damage from super cancel. Like, yeah, like basically the main thing with Clark is that while he gets like shit damage from super cancels, the more important thing that he gets out of it is either Okizeme, or if he has meter spare, stuff like EX Rolling Fatal, which I know. Alright. It hurts. Oh, damn. Nope. I respect it though. That was close. If I messed up and hadn't done the timing right, he would have hit me. I would have died. I'm not gonna count. They almost bit it there. Yeah, I should have done EX there. I got more meter, but she's recovered a pretty good amount of health. Alright, yeah, got this out. Let's see. Oh, God, that hitbox is active for 6 billion years. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's fair. I'll hold that. That's fair. If you really say you gave it all out there, you need to put it all on the line. I was trying. Harry, you doofus. It's fine. I got cooked. I can live with this. Alright, let me see here.
Select members. Welcome to KOF, the world's premier martial arts.
Actually, you know what? Let's get back to basics.
Select order.
Hi, King 1 JC. Welcome on in. For anybody who's wondering what basics are, basically it basically implies this is the team I used to run before I picked up the current team that I have, and basically the plan is regular Shermie does haha silly bullshit and like explodes on you for 5 billion damage because she does that. I fight them almost never. I'm a new recruit? Okay, well, come on in.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go!
Yeah, fair. It's the hard part. Yep. Yep. Alright.
Player 1 wins 2 rounds in a row. Round 3. Ready? Go! Show no mercy.
Yeah, no, I'm cooked. Okay, that's fair.
If you want to know how to win, this is the person to ask. Winner!
もっとバシッと決めるつもりだったのにこんにゃろ
Alright. That's fair. No, I got cooked there. Think this through a little.
Select members. This year's Dream Match kicks off with an absolutely stacked lineup.
さあやろうか
天に裁きを委ねましょう。つまらなさそうだね。
Select order.
Want to see if I can still play K-Dash? Yeah, fair.
It's about to be a party up in here! Round 1. Ready? Go!
Yep. Ora!
Player 2 won't give up that easy.
Cypress Slide has EX Cypress Slide has R-Bar. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That no, like that's not me being. I know that could be interpreted me being sarcastic, but like.
And we're tied up.
それがあなた。
Even back on life, but we should be tied for meter now. And yeah, Clark and Reno. Okay.
For the top. Ready? Go!
しびれなさい。しびれなさい。
Fuck. No, fuck. I meant to do the other one. Alright, let's see. And then I gotta figure out the Oki situation now. Ah, fuck me! Alright. There we go.
Player 2 has victory in the
So that's the thing I mean, right? Like, it's not inescapable when it comes to Clark, but Clark, once he has you either with mount, tackle, or any other situation where he's got a hard knockdown on you, and you now have to make a guess about like what the fuck you're doing to get up out of there, you don't have a good time. Yep, fair. That's fair. Okay. If I'd been awake enough, I could have jabbed that maybe and stuffed that out. But I wasn't awake, so I got clowned, which it happens. Next can. Damn it. Of all the times to not get the cancel! If I'd gotten splash after that mayhem, if I'd just gotten splash after the mayhem, I would have killed. Fuck. Fucked it up. That's so annoying. Alright, I got one more. Damn it. Dropping everything. Shit. Nah, let's go back to this. I should be able to make this work if I stop fucking up.
Select order.
Okay.
Select stage.
Alright, Andy too. Fair.
Get ready for a battle of titans. Round one. Ready? Go!
That was good though. However, the main advantage that I have here is that I managed to press her down to nearly run out the clock. So I've got major health advantage as long as I don't fuck up everything else. There we go. Back up to full, and I've still got meter advantage by half an inch. So let's see. How Clark do you want to Clark it? Running 3. Yep, debated.
Everyone needs a miracle.
So yeah, like the thing about Orochi Shermie is that while she basically has really bad pressure in terms of just like regular buttons and stuff like that, she has exceptional pressure after knockdowns. And her buttons are also, she basically has Shermie's buttons, and Shermie's buttons are already very good.
Neither side is giving an inch.
Fight against Andy like never, so I have no real heuristics for this. I think I can make it work all the same, but there's a pretty good chance I'll probably still get cooked.
Go.
Alright. He can pump fake Kuhadan. I didn't know that. Just wanna put a little damage down.
Can they survive?
ああ最高だね
There we go. So the thing about Blackened, that command throw that I just used, is that it's kind of slow, but it has invulnerable startup. So if you can anticipate or guess at where a gap is going to be, you throw out Blackened and you catch somebody, that happens. But you want to be careful, obviously. I'm saying this more generally. You want to be careful more generally with it because, like, the startup is slow enough that you can jump if you suspect it's coming. And that's why you use the other command throw every now and again, too. Yeah, damn. K-Dash is annoying. K-Dash, rather. But buttons are good. Basically, the main thing is that, like, it's all the Ein's trigger pressure, basically. And mostly, like, getting around that's the hard part. 'Cause I almost never fight K-Dash, so I sort of don't know good heuristics for dealing with it, but, you know. Yep. Yep. Here it is. Fuck. Yeah, and this is why fighting Clark is annoying. Because basically past a certain point you have to basically start thinking around Mount Tackle, Argentine, or EX, or Light Argentine or Heavy Argentine, and all of those have different considerations on top of getting put to blender. He also has Frankensteiner is basically Clark's equivalent to Blacken also. So basically, literally, primarily the main difference that I would put between Clark and Vice is that Clark's meter burning for Clark basically is more for Oki than damage. For Vice, it's both. Vice gets absurd amounts of damage from like her cancels, whereas like Clark has to spend much more to get about the same. Keep it in there, just barely. I'm not going to use any meter here, because basically my odds of actually getting past Clark with Rob are very low. Yep. Yeah. I was trying to mostly just run the clock out and get meter so that Shomi could come in with more, and it didn't really work out. Alright, going straight for the climax. Basically, this is how you have to spend meter with Clark. Like, you cash it all out, like, at once. I didn't want to burn too much meter there, so I choked a little. But alright, let's see if I can make this work, because now I gotta get past Andy. Yeah.
Final round. Time to go big or
And Shermie does,
go
like I said, Orochi Shermie does not have much in the way of like regular pressure. So like between that and not knowing the Andy matchup, this is tricky.
Ready? Go.
This is why I run. This is why I run Anchor Vice specifically for this kind of stuff. Like literally, Vice on Anchor because of the way like her blowback attack works anyway. Like you get a lucky one. You get this. You have the meter. You spend it. They die. That's all I got time for, Miriam. I appreciate it. Good games. Because I have a friend I want to go check in on. I need to eat food and kind of go from there. But GG's. But yeah, that's why I run. For anybody who's like, why do you run Vice on Anchor? I see her on point a lot all the time. That's why. And that's what I was saying as the difference between like, not Clark is a good character. To be entirely clear. In a general sense, Clark is a really good character, but the main reason why I prefer Vice over Clark is mostly because Vice, her meter burn, when Clark burns meter, it keeps his great Oki, but at cost of damage. With Vice, it's a little bit trickier to get the opportunity to spend the meter, but the end result is that she pumps out much more damage as a result. So like you catch somebody, yeah, like running Clark as an anchor is kind of like a waste, because then it's like you don't get nearly as much benefit out of it. So like point Clark or mid Clark are like his best positions basically. Anchor is a waste of his potential. But that's just me. Okay, let me see when next ads are gonna show up. Shit, they're starting in 5 minutes. Okay. We are probably gonna get caught by ads while I'm getting ready to get us out of here. Thanks y'all for coming by. I used to run point Andy. He doesn't really work as anchor. Yeah, makes sense, because like Andy's in the same position as like Rock and a lot of other characters, where because his game plan is flexible enough, like you can really just use him for like a lot of just like meter building and just being agitating. So it's one of those things where like putting him on anchor is sort of like a waste of that pick, poke, annoy the fuck out of people potential, at least from my perspective. Okay, so we went and Twisted is still on cooldown. Let me see. Rio, yeah, Anchor Rio is pretty much it, because like my man does Ora Ora Morata off of like a random hit, and it's like like you're not even like normal cooked, you're not even like super cooked, you're like giga cooked. You just die. You know what? Let's go hang out with let me think. We're gonna go hang out with J-Rock the God. He's playing Raid Shadow Legends, but mostly just because like a sponsor stream. We love J-Rock here. We hang out with J-Rock here. So like we're going there for J-Rock. If Raid isn't your thing, I completely understand, but J-Rock himself is really chill. So we're gonna go hang out with him for a bit. That's our raid message. SJ shows raids. Put one of your favorite emotes. Let them know who sent you. They don't have to be my emotes. Stream plans. This Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Mystery game. Not telling y'all what it is yet. You'll find out on Sunday. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. More game dev stream stuff. Probably more Viral Core Buster stuff. Messing around with more enemies, getting that sort of set up. And then next Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know. Maybe I start with KOF. Maybe I actually go play what's it called? Like I meant to, or like I was thinking of, Grand Blue Rising or something. We'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for coming by. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, don't go outside if you don't have to. Be excellent to each other, but not to bigots, racists, terrorists, sexists, anti-queer folks, or fascists. Remember, Black lives are human rights. Black lives matter. Trans rights are human rights. Reproductive rights are human rights. Palestine, the Sudan, the Congo, and New Caledonia must all be free. None of us are free until we're all free. If you want to check out my other links, I write game analysis design articles over on my NeoCities blog as an RSS feed. Stream VODs are up at YouTube. Ko-Fi to support me in the stream if you don't want to give money to Amazon and Jeff Bezos. You want to know more about the game dev studio that I helped co-found, there's our stuff over there. We have a Patreon as well. And if you don't mind making a Roblox account that you never have to use for anything ever again, if you don't feel like it, you can make one. Join us on Gilded. They don't do wacky bullshit AI stuff like Discord does. But, I understand if you don't want to fuck with Roblox like that. I understand. Anyway, we're going to go hang out with J-Rock. Give him my best. Let's see if we can beat the ads. I'll talk to y'all later, whenever later is. Take care. Deuces.